Yeah, now we gotta walk all the way back to the ship. Which is fine. It really is funny that I missed that beach, though. Because that's exactly what I was looking for, a beach here. I figured that's where it was. I somehow just totally missed it. I saw the mountain range and just thought it went all the way around, I guess. And that coffee's good. Vivi's name is Latin for life. That's cool. There's a good chance that that's on purpose because Square really like to use Latin in a lot of things. Yeah, Zynain has auto haste from the boots that I got for something. I forget what. It was something really secretive that I found. Oh, the book boss, yeah. I'm gonna try to get auto haste on everyone. Someone's learning it right now. Take a look, it's in the book. Demon that wants to kill you. Getting to the point now where I actually have a lot of the stuff I need. Such a weird name. What does that even mean? Cypress Pile? It's almost like exploring in an RPG helps. Type of tree. So it's like a tree branch. It gives you Comet for some reason. Ooh. You have a lot of stuff you need. Auto life. Ronald. What Reflect Null does. Kind of curious. What's that do? Nullifies Reflect and attacks. I have no idea what that means. Sounds like it sounds like if an enemy casts Reflect on you, it nullifies it and then you get a counterattack. But that's like the the most specific thing ever. Like that like never happened. There's probably one enemy in the game that casts Reflect on you. Can't imagine that coming up very often. And it could also mean Reflect, like if the enemy has Reflect, it goes through it, which would be really cool. But again, that would be very rare also. And also the way it's worded doesn't really sound like that's what it does. Sometimes, though, very specific abilities like that can be the best because, you know, maybe one of the super bosses, that's their gimmick. So you need that ability for that specific super boss, and in that case, it'd be, like, very important. Yeah, it could also be, like, if you cast a magic on a Reflect barrier, it comes back at you, but then does no damage. And then you attack him or something. Very strange ability. That's what I thought it was but before I read it. I thought it was like you could heal through Reflect, but I doubt that's what it is, because it says nullify an attack. So like that doesn't sound like healing. The wrong way. Hold on, I gotta... Okay, maybe not. I gotta talk to one of these guys so you can get my terrible Scottish accent again. That's the Kirk boat, the symbol of Conde Petit. Okay, that was not very... Give me something better. This is where we give thanks to the sun and the heavens. Kirk boat doesn't even sound... I don't know how to say that in a Scottish accent. Of course, I don't know how to say anything in a Scottish accent. Go watch Train Spotting? Yeah. No, honestly, I just haven't really been... haven't watched too many things with that accent to even really understand how to pretend to have one. I think the only thing I've really seen with a lot of Scottish in it would be Shrek. Yeah, that's kind of sad. Yeah, Shrek is Scottish. I bet your Scottish accent would swap a Scotch lass off her fit. Just reading a Scottish accent is hilarious. It looks like someone's keyboard's broken, and they can only use like half their keyboard. Forgot I'm from Ohio. Best coaster parks in the country, everything else. Hey, I take offense to that. We have the best cornfields. If you want to see a nice cornfield, you got them. our cornfields are better. Listen to you guys arguing about how good your cornfields are. As if as if you've been to our cornfields. Like you went to an Ohio cornfield and looked at it and you were like, nope, this ain't as good. Ours are better. I've seen every cornfield. Listen, I was just memeing. You guys are serious. I can tell you for a fact, I've been to every cornfield. And your cornfields suck. My grandparents left Ohio to move to Iowa, so Iowa must have better cornfields. Alright. I'll give you a pass. I mean, you're still not right, but I'll give you a pass. Yo, C Mark. Thank you for the tier 2, 42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. Enrage with the 1.5 years. Let's go. Thank you, my man. In the boat. Alright, well, since I did my exploring, I know exactly where I'm going. And by exactly, I mean, where am I going? Wrong way. No, right way. Here. Is this, this doesn't get us there. Actually, it does, but there's a closer one over here. See, I knew about this closer beach. I'm basically a vacation planner for the Final Fantasy IX world map now. I know all the places, all the hot spots. Like this desert beach. The heck is that? Whale zombie. That's actually exactly what I thought it was. Oh no, see, Mark. Stay home. Get some rest. I thought it was a zombie whale. Close. By the way, those of you that are just coming in, we had a couple announcements. Next week, on Monday, we're going to be doing a full run of Doom 2 Ultraviolence, because we spun it on the Wheel of Hype, which is our new thing for hype trains. Then on Wednesday, we're going to be doing a fan day. We'll probably do like one Final Fantasy VII speedrun in the morning, and then we're going to do a fan day all day, so that'll be Wednesday. And then Friday, next Friday, I have a very special surprise that's Final Fantasy VII related. So, next Friday afternoon. If you're interested in that. What are you, a zombie? Or troubled? I think you're a zombie. No. What is that? Oh, it wasn't. Wow. The D-make. Oh no. It's that boss we fought before. What was that noise? Did we never make that noise again? Is that possible? Oh no. Scream. Well, at least Freya dodged it. Oh, Zidane's like die. That monkey is mad. It's a mad monkey. Final Fantasy VIII holy noise. Zidane was done. What? Oh. Oh. I see where this is going. I get it now. That's kind of a funny beginner's trap there. How did he? Did you see that? This guy literally attached to the ground. His entire body just whoop, whoop. To dodge that. What kind of garbage? That was the biggest cheat I've ever seen. It's all in the hips. Boom. See, now that time, Zidane just whiffed. You know, I really hate the steal MP mechanic in like pretty much every Final Fantasy game. Other than a few very specific fights, it's so useless. It seems like every enemy that's worth anything just has infinite MP. Or their attacks don't cost MP. What was going on? Was that? What did I just witness? I saw something moving out of the corner of my eye. It looked like one of the dead bodies freaking out, but I think it was just Aiko celebrating or something. It looked really weird. Yeah, like, it's annoying because 99% of the time it's useless, but then 1% of the time it's like the way to beat the boss easy. Like, there's so many enemies in 7 where Magic Hammer does nothing, but then it also gets rid of the worst attack probably in the entire game. It gets rid of Lapis Laser, which is like the most goony thing in the game. So like, it's so annoying because it's either super useful or super useless, and you'll play the game for the first time, you'll never know the difference. At least like MP drain attacks give you MP back, yeah. But ones that just deal MP damage, like probably one of the best examples is Barrett's second limit break. It's like you have Big Shot, and then you get his second one, and you're like all excited for it, and then you find out that it MP drains, and it's like useless against all but like 2 enemies that you don't even know. It's probably like the biggest letdown. I think Mind Blast is probably my choice for like the biggest letdown of an ability in like any game. Mind Blast is always so bad. I remember hating it as a kid. I probably didn't use Barrett specifically because of that limit. Can I silence him? That'd be neat. Oh, crap. My mind is not blown. Man. Ailments just suck in this game. Oh, thank God Freya got her trance. That was really helpful. If you ever feel useless, remember the ink item in Final Fantasy VII. That does actually nothing. We commented about that in the in-depth playthrough, right? I hope we did, because that's one of my favorite, like, little things about 7. One of my favorite fun facts about 7. Hey, I feel it. I feel it, Hobo. Ha ha ha! I knew you'd come. Everything is going according to plan. Zidane! Ribbit, wake up! Ugh. Sid, where the heck are we? Good question, Ribbit. I wish we knew. After I fell into the quicksand, everything went dark. That's all I can remember. Me too, Ribbit. When I woke up, Ribbit, I was in this room. Oh yeah, where is everyone? I don't know, Ribbit. I hope they're alright. So you're finally awake. That voice, it's Kuja. I'm so happy to see you again. You rat jerk! Where's my friends? I love that he calls them that. My, aren't we feisty today? No need to worry about them. They're in rooms not unlike yours. Oh yes, by the way, I should probably enlighten you as to your current situation. Yikes! I'm sure that even your feeble mind can grasp what would happen if you were to take that plunge. Ah ha ha ha! Kuja, you're dead! Oh dear, was it something I said? Either way, now that you're aware of your predicament, I'd like you to do a tiny little favor for me. I'll let your friends live if you say yes. Never! Dang it, I don't have a choice. Very good. You've chosen wisely. First, step outside. I didn't say the frog could come. Hey Sid, I need you to look after the others. Fine, Ribbit. I won't let you down. And you, Ribbit, you come back safe. Yeah, I will. See ya. love how confident he is, given the situation he's in. Not these guys again. Stand between the two black mages. Welcome to my humble abode. Just cut to the chase and tell me what the heck you want. My, we're upset, aren't we? Well, this is your errand. I want you to go somewhere and bring something back for me. So tell me what it is already, you demon. I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Surely you haven't forgotten that I hold your friends' lives in my hands. I'm going to send you to a place called Oilvert. Where's that? Oilvert is south of the Seaways Canyon on the Forgotten Continent. It really isn't my kind of place. What do you mean by that? You see, there's an anti-magic barrier around the place. And I want to send you because you're too stupid to use magic. Once there, I want you to retrieve the Gulag Stone for me. What do you say? Isn't it a simple task? I'll even send you on my luxury cruise ship, so you won't have to worry about transportation. Perhaps it's too much for you. I'd better send you with 3 of your friends, just to be safe. Besides, nobody likes to fight against himself. Never mind. Speak their names when you've chosen your partners. I guess I'll just stick to the same crew. I feel like... I almost feel like I should take Garnet for story reasons. Like, obviously Zidane would want Garnet not to be in the Chamber of Lava Death. But, they already have my equipment. And Garnet still can't talk, so... I want Aiko, Vivi, and Freya. Kinda weird. Like, canon-wise, this is really weird. Fine, I shall summon them. Aiko. Vivi. Oh man. I'm actually pretty glad I saved Vivi. And Freya. Step through the door. Proceed to the center of the platform. They just go with it. It's no argument from them. They're like, alright. Aren't you going to ask us why we're doing this? No, I'd probably do the same thing if I were you. That's cool. You probably only get that if you pick Vivi. Spare me the emotional reunion scene, please. Now go stand with your friends. I mean, it's only been like 2 minutes. You'd better keep your promise, Guja. Of course, you needn't worry one bit. He didn't promise anything. He didn't say, like, I'll let you all go if you get the stone. Yeah, what a bunch of idiots. Yeah, he didn't say, like, I'll let your friends go. He just said, go get the stone. Yeah, so I was going to say before all that happened, because someone had commented, like, I forgot how much is in this game. Like, it actually is really blowing me away. I mean, we said last week, like, we didn't even get to see the other continents until Disc 3. Like, we didn't even get to go to the rest of the world map until Disc 3. Like, this game just has so much in it. It just keeps... It's a game that keeps on giving. Also, I remember there's like a gimmick with these guys. I think they take specific damage based on what gobstoppers at the top. Also, they have an attack called the Drop, which is pretty funny. These guys crack me up. They're like 3 guys in a trench coat trying to look taller. Physical attack red. That means they're doing physical attacks, so maybe they take magic damage, but of course Vivi is stopped. Because of course he is. They look like gobstoppers. Okay, maybe that one takes mad physical damage now. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Wow, we swapped right before I hit him. Also, ow. Also, is Vivi ever going to come back? Let's go in glass. Yeah, there we go. I wonder if there's a way to get him to flip, because that right one hasn't flipped yet. It's been red the whole time. Wow, slow the guy that's already stopped. Genius. Genius move. See you, Hobo. Hope you feel better, man. Yeah, it's great to have you here, Glass. Can I cast, like, haste on Vivi? I don't know if there's any way to fix him. Come back. Great, he's not slowed anymore. Does it mean to kill Vivi so I can revive him? Actually, he has auto life. Listen, it's for his own good. I killed him so he can live, okay? It's tough love. Does this count as magic damage? Probably not. Alright, finally. Now watch, he's gonna swap just to frickin' be a jerk. Pow! What? He's trolling. I'm being trolled out here. Most trolly fight. Why? Does it have to be like elemental magic, I guess? It has to be elemental. Yeah, I don't know how Thievery works, but it always does big damage, like, no matter what. It seems to, like, go through defense or something, because it just always does good damage. Whenever I have an enemy with some, like, stupid mechanic, I can just use Thievery, and it almost always works. But yeah, I have no idea how it actually works. It just says, like, does damage. Deals physical damage. Like, it definitely does not do physical damage, because it just did a ton of damage to that enemy that took no physical damage. So, like, that's just straight up lying. Whatever it does, it's not that. That's a cover-up. Alright, give me a second. Gotta run to the bathroom. You watched a video about a retro game, and it was this one. Yikes. This game's interesting because it's got a retro style because it's a callback to the retro Final Fantasies, but it's not retro in itself unless you count PS1 as retro, which at this point, I kind of do. Oh my god, these guys. I remember these guys. They're so memorable. A lot of the enemies in this game are so memorable. They're just really, like, different. They have a very different style of the enemies in this game. They're all very exaggerated. Like, look at those weapons. They're ridiculous. Look like Monster Hunter weapons, how big they are. We had this discussion a lot about where retro ends. Nowadays, most people tend to say PS2 era is retro now. Which, as much as I hate to admit it, is probably pretty accurate. If Retro Gamer Dad plays a game and enjoys it, it's retro. Uh-oh. He's the end-all be-all of retro. You guys disagree? Whoa! Yep, that's a freaking airship. Holy cow. That must be the Hildegard 1. Alright, well let me ask you guys then. PS2, retro or no? Yes? No? Unfortunately? It's pretty mixed. It's like 50-50. 50% say yes, 50% say no. That's why I feel like PS2 is kind of like I think that's where retro ends. Whether or not PS2 is retro or not, I think I can definitely say before PS2 is retro and after PS2 isn't. I think the line is at PS2. And I think, me personally, I think it depends on the game. I think, like, some PS2 games I would call retro. It's very hard for me to call Kingdom Hearts, Shadow of Colossus, or Final Fantasy X retro. Like, I think those three games, it's going to be a long time before I can call them retro. Especially Final Fantasy X feels really weird to call retro. I guess just because of how different it is from 7, 8, and 9. And, like, Kingdom Hearts 1, you can play it now, and it feels relevant. Like, especially 1.5. But even if you go play the PS2 version, like, it feels modern enough. It feels like an old modern game. You know what I mean? I'd be really hard-pressed to call Kingdom Hearts retro. And maybe it's just because Kingdom Hearts is still really relevant, but yeah. I don't know. It'd be hard for me to make that say it's retro. But there's some PS2 games where I would understand the argument. Especially like PS2 sports games. Like those feel like ancient. I was told not to go any farther. Okay. Old modern perfectly encapsulates that era. Yeah, I think so. Like, because the PS2 is when they started exploring a lot of the concepts that are still relevant. Like Kingdom Hearts 1 is a perfect example. Action RPGs are incredibly relevant right now. And the PS2 is when they started really experimenting with that. There were action RPGs before PS2, but I would argue that PS2 was like the birthing the age of the action RPG, or just the action game, open world action games in general, like Shadow of Colossus. So a lot of those concepts that they were starting to explore in that era are still relevant, so they don't feel as retro. They feel like old modern games, like I said. And like Kingdom Hearts 1, 1.5 feels incredibly modern. Like all they had to do was just clean it up a little bit and it feels like a modern game. A lot of PS2 games, an HD remake of them or an HD remaster of them makes them feel like brand new. Whereas if you were to do an HD remaster of a PS1 game, it wouldn't feel new. It would feel like a better looking retro game, you know? So, yeah, I think that's the cutoff, is PS2 for sure. And I don't think the PS2 is retro. I just think some of the games on the PS2 you can make the argument. But I think in general the PS2 is still modern enough. Especially like the console itself with its dashboard and everything. And like the PS2 can still work component. You can plug in a PS2 with component cables, like. So yeah, I definitely think the PS2 is modern enough. And I can still find PS2s around fairly easy. They are pretty hilariously cheap, though. Found a PS2 for like 20 bucks. I was like, whoa, that's very worth it. I feel like PS2s were built well, too. They last, so they're still around. PS1s are a bit harder to find because they're not as... Well, I don't know, PS1s survived quite a while, but... I guess, like, the PS1 had a little more moving parts, like the... I find a lot of PS1s with, like, junked up disc trays, or, like, maybe the lid doesn't work, or the reset button doesn't work. PS2s are usually in a good condition. And with Sony consoles, like Muffin Beast just said, they usually replace the previous console, and so a lot of people just pitch their PS1s when they got a PS2. And that's kind of the lasting legacy of the PS1, because the PS2 sold... saying it sold like hotcakes is an understatement. The PS2 sold like frickin' gas in America. I don't know. What's a good metaphor? I mean, it sold so well and was such a great replacement for the PS1 that, like, no one needed a PS1 anymore. Hey, can we really trust Kuja? It sold like PS2s, yeah. The PS2 is the metaphor. Whenever something sells well, it sold like the PS2. Yeah, I've told that story a lot, but... yeah, the PS2 is the best-selling console of all time. And it was also in a time when video games weren't as popular as they were now. So, like, it's even crazier than it sounds. Like... it really was the only game console. And that was against Nintendo, who were on top of the world at the time. But the PS2 is just a cultural phenomenon. It almost didn't even have to do with the gaming side of it. It was a DVD player. It was cool to own a PS2 at the time. It was like a cultural thing where everyone had to own a PS2. It was crazy. It was like the new radio. Everyone had to own one. It's just a really... I don't think we've ever seen anything like that. I think the only console we've ever seen that kind of hit the cultural space as much as the PS2 was the Wii. The Wii got to the point where it was like every old folks' home needed a Wii. It was just like the thing, you know? But, yeah, I mean, it was crazy. It was like grandparents were going out and buying PS2s because it was just the thing to own. It was a DVD player. It was like a part of the house, you know? It's just really... It was a different time. You would see PS2s in magazines that weren't gaming related, you know? It's wild. Just like we kind of saw like the Wii hit like this cultural phenomenon status. But, you know, the difference with the Wii is that the Wii actually had competition. The Wii was this cultural phenomenon, but for gamers, a lot of us were like, the Wii sucks. You know, motion controls suck. We want a PS3. We want an Xbox. But in the PS2 time, everyone wanted a PS2. Gamers wanted a PS2. Non-gamers wanted a PS2. Everyone wanted one. And Sony actually had the ability to make enough. It wasn't like the Wii where they ran out. There were shortages and stuff. Whether or not you believe that Nintendo did that on purpose or not. There were shortages of the Wii. There weren't even shortages of the PS2. I mean, it was flying off the shelves and they were making them like crazy and it was just like nuts. And then on top of that, on top of all that, the PS2 had one of the longest lifespans of any console also. They continue to make PS2 games way into the lifespan of the PS3. So, it was the most culturally, it hit the culture of at least North America. It lasted a super long time and had virtually no competition. The PS2 sold like neon spandex at a Richard Simmons convention. There's the metaphor we were looking for. Hey, can we really trust Guja? Hey, say something. They will not answer to you. Respond to our orders only, they do. Why, you backstabbing bozos. I call them bozos. Those are slanderous words. Worst lies I've never heard. You needn't concern yourself with such things, or an end to your friends' lives we shall bring. Dang it. The Black Mages were originally designed just to oppress, but a strong sense of self the Black Waltzes came to possess. Always obey us, these mages do, because a strong ego they have not. These mass-produced ones are to break once they're through with their lot. Other purpose than war they have not. They have grown attached to life, yet they'll soon disappear. Hilarious, nothing but toys are they here. I don't think you guys are any different. What? Rubbish! You say that the Black Mages have no souls, but you guys are pawns just like them. Am I right or what? You won't be talking so big once we're done with you. Regret those words, you will. Well, let's just take it easy until we arrive. Man, Siding just ended their whole career. Drive safe, alright? Just ended their whole career, dude. How's it going, Avatar? The Wii helped me feel old for the first time. I tried convincing my younger cousin that Zelda was a fun game, and not only did he give me a sarcastic eye roll, he said Zelda had bad graphics. When I mentioned liking RPGs, he thought I meant from COD. Tell you what. The Forgotten Continent. Mic drop. Alright, so this is the part of the continent that we weren't able to explore before. So there's no beach. So I want to explore, like, all of this. There's a marsh! You think we're old and that's why we say the PS2 isn't retro? I don't know, man. What the... Is that Howl's Moving Castle? What is that? Man. Remember when I said that the enemies in Final Fantasy IX are super memorable? They just keep getting more and more memorable. Set that house on fire! Is this Hell House 2.0? Yeah, I don't know, man. I understand the argument that the PS2 is retro, but... like, just play Shadow of Colossus. Like, the remaster of Shadow of Colossus only looks slightly better than the PS2 version. That's how good it looks. If you play Shadow of Colossus through an upscaled PS2, it looks incredible. Like, holy cow. You could pass it off as a couple-year-old PS3 game. Like, not an early PS3 game, but like a mid-season mid-season PS3 game. Like, even just component cables from a PS2 to a HD monitor looks decent. You don't need an upscaler. See ya. I mean, retro is a point of view just as much as vintage is a point of view. We had the argument of what's vintage also, and it's like, I don't even know. Vintage has like no actual answer to whatever you decide it is. Vintage is almost like a personal thing, whatever's vintage to you. I've gone to like stores that sell vintage goods and I've seen stuff in there that is definitely not vintage. Gosh, bro, you sure know a lot. Oh shoot. I can't do this because I don't have Quina in the party. Big rip. Do it later. I love that this theme is playing the whole time we're on this quest instead of the world map. It makes it feel like we're really on this like different quest and we're not just on the world map. It's so cool. I didn't even really think about that till now. The sound design in this game is like unbelievably top notch. The music always has you in the right mood. Not to mention this battle theme makes me excited to fight every single time I fight. Speaking of, what? Those are cactuars? Appearance! He has appeared! I don't remember the cactuars being underground like that. That's hilarious. Oh no. Vivi's gonna blow us all up. What's everyone's least favorite battle music from an RPG? I don't know. They're hiding. Chrono Crosses? I'd have to listen to Chrono Crosses. I don't remember what it sounds like. It's been a while. It's kind of hard because the good music is much more memorable than the bad music, so like I can't really think of the bad music, I just think of all the good stuff. If it's really bad, then I probably forgot about it. Maybe that's actually, maybe that actually shows how bad Chrono Crosses was, because I don't remember it. I don't remember it being, like, bad, though, but it must have been kind of forgettable, because I don't remember it. So Cactuars are a bit weird in this game, because they don't really dodge much. Oh, there it is, the iconic death animation. Didn't really give me anything specifically special. Just seemed like normal enemies in this game. Oh man, Chrono Cross's overworld music. I mean, a lot of the Chrono Cross music was really good. All the Chrono Trigger inspired songs were really good. That's what I wanted. Wasn't there like a desert one? No, just the ice one. I love that like every continent has chocobo tracks everywhere, so you can quickly just check stuff out without having to fight a million fights. Like this continent's huge. I think all that's over there is that. I played quite a bit of it, but I just don't have access to a lot of areas yet. You do kind of have to play a lot to get chocographs. Man, there are a lot of just empty areas. Kind of wonder if it's all chocograph stuff. There's so many areas like this that just have nothing. Like, look at this. It's like whole thing just has nothing. Wow, that shift in the color when you walk to here. This reminds me of when you go to Cosmo Canyon. And the color like shifts. There's another spot with just nothing. This is probably where the thing is, right? There's gotta be something in here, yeah. Is this where we're going though, or is that something else? Some more chocobo tracks. Another spot with just random forest. Let's see, that's how I feel about all the continent. Like, this continent also had a bunch of nothing. And, like, all this was a bunch of nothing. And this was a bunch of nothing. And this was a bunch of nothing. But see, that's kind of where the chocographs come in, because they're probably all going to have chocograph stuff. It's a callback to Final Fantasy VIII. No, I like this way better. There's something about 8's map that I just really do not like. Like, I hate that one of the continents is just all forest. Like, that... It was almost like they thought, well, we don't want them to land here yet, but they have the airship, so, like, how do we stop them from landing here? And they're just like, well, I'll just fill the whole thing with forest. They just seem so lazy. I don't know. And there isn't even anything, like, hiding in there, except the Chocobo Forest. That's it. There isn't even, like, a secret forest town or something. It's just... This continent is all forest just because we decided it is. It just really annoys me. And then, like, the last continent just has all the stuff needed for the story all just kind of, like, plopped right there. Like, the place where you rescue Renoa, and then, like, the final area, and then the moon base, and then the city are all just kind of, like, plop, 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 and then they're all just there. Because you have the airship anyways, so it's like, well, we can't really stop you from going there, so just plop them. I don't know. I just always kind of hated 8's map.